Welcome back, my amazing students. So in this lecture, we are finally going to play a little bit with Laravel. We're going to download it and install it. Now, Laravel has a lot of folders and files that needs to be downloaded. If we do it manually, it's going to take us a while. That's why Laravel created some installers. So let's go, well, actually one installer. If we go to laravel.com and we go to the documentation, all you have to do is click documentation and we go getting started here, installation. You can see there are many different ways of installing Laravel. They got the first installation using a installer, then another one using Composer. Then you can also do it using a virtual machine called Laravel Homestead, which I have a course on it. It's a free course. You can find it. And in my profiles, where all my courses are, you can find that. And it's just a virtual machine to keep Laravel like in a separate environment. Okay, so you keep all your Laravel projects in a separate virtual machine, separated from your operating system. That's very advanced. Then we also have Ale here. That's when you work with multiple projects and you want a little bit of automation. Every project is going to have a different address here on the address bar. Like let's say, for example, project.test, project2.test, like that. You can actually put like domains, and you can have a whole bunch of little caveats with this. But anyway, and of course they talk about deployment here. But so we are going to go with the easiest installation here. And then later on, maybe as the course progresses, we create a more advanced at the end of the course or something like that. But right now we're going to go with the easiest one. So the easiest one is doing Composer. Now, if I can go ahead and install PHP anywhere I want, I'm going to show you. In this way, actually, the way that I did it with the course at first was the hard way, and we had to install everything on the HT docs folder here for all the, right here it was HT docs. This is the way I did it before. I installed all the Laravel projects here, and I used XAMPP to web server, the Apache web server from XAMPP, to actually run those applications. But we can install it anywhere we want. I'll show you. This way that I'm actually doing right now is the easiest way. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to install it the easier way, so that way you can get up and running with Laravel real fast. And then later on, if you get more advanced, then you can install it the hard way or the more advanced way. So I'm going to create a folder here called code, CODE, okay? And I'm going to use my git bash tool here. And I'm going to do CD, okay? The little tilde here, /D, the upper D, E, and then tab to finish that. And then code, tab to autocomplete that, and enter. Now I am inside that folder right here on the desktop. Guys, the reason why I wanted you guys to download Git Bash is so that I can show you some commands that are essential for you as a developer to know, especially when you're doing PHP stuff, open source stuff, Linux stuff. Okay? So now we can paste that command. Okay, let's go back here. We can grab this, copy, and paste it in here. And we can create a new project. Okay? So we can say, hey, this is the Composer file, program. So right now, let's just delete this for a minute. I'm going to press my up arrow key just to go to the last command. I'm going to delete everything there. And I'm going to do and type in Composer. If you type in Composer, you're going to get this retro words here. That means it's installed. Okay, that's what we're using, that program. I'm going to clear, enter, and now I'm going to paste that in again. I wanted to show you that. Let me just go back here. And I don't know why I keep losing my clipboard history there. I'm going to paste that in there. Now, we're going to use Composer. This is the same command that we use all the time. Create -project -prefer -dist. This is preferred distribution. This is the latest Laravel. Okay? And then the name of the person, of the company, Laravel, and the name of the package, and the name of the project that you want. If we press enter, that's going to create a project. I'll show you. enter. Okay, now I'm gonna pause the video because it's gonna take me like a minute, but it's gonna be like 1 second for you. Seconds, you should start seeing something like this. Okay, you can see that it's downloading Laravel. Okay, and it's starting to do some things in that file using some of the PHP stuff. Unpause the video, so I'm back, and you can see now that it is installing a bunch of packages here. Depending on your connection, your internet connection, this is going to take you some time. Okay, I got a very fast connection. My connection to the internet is, I believe right now, around 900 megabits per second, so it's super fast. It's almost a gig. So I think it's 900 megabits per second. Yep, 900 and something. It's just supposed to be 1,000, to be honest with you. But anyway, I'm not complaining. So it also depends on their server, right? How many people they are allowing to download at the time, and what kind of speed they are allowing for downloading. So I'll be back in a couple more seconds. So at the end of the application installation, you can see application key successfully set successfully there. So if I do ls, let's clear this, clear, enter, ls, you can see now that we have a new folder. If I look into it, cd, or do ls blog, you can see that I have a whole bunch of files. So we have a new blog installation. So that's the first way of installing Laravel. Now, the other way, which is easier than this, is getting an installer. I wanted to show you both ways so that way you guys can do, just in case you have a problem with one, you can use the other one. So here, let's go to our Git bash. I'm gonna clear this, and I'm gonna paste that in there. Paste. Composer Global require Laravel installer. That's what we're doing here. Enter. Okay. And every time you want to update this guy later on, maybe there is new versions of Laravel, then you do Composer Global Update and then the same name. Okay, right now you are requiring it. To update it, you just change that for update in the future. So now it says that it's actually installed. Okay, so let's go on that same clear. Let's clear here. On that same folder where we are, if we do ls, you can see that we have this directory in there. Now if I do Laravel new, and then whatever name I want, whatever folder name I want, I'm gonna name this blog, or just put new dash blog, and then enter. You can see now that we are creating a project. The same thing as before, but a little better, I believe. It starts faster, it ends faster, it knows exactly what it needs to download for Laravel. So now everywhere we want to actually activate or install Laravel, we just do Laravel new from anywhere in our computer, because we install this application, the installer, globally. Okay, as you can see, this is finishing a lot faster. I don't think I even have to pause it. Okay, look at that. Okay, so this was ready faster. It says application set successfully, and then it gave me some extra information down here, as you can see there. So now if I do ls, you can see now that we have two folders now. We install this, the VIA Composer, and this one uses Laravel new installer, which has a little bit more functionality and easier to use. Now that we've downloaded Laravel, we can go ahead and see how this works. So I'm gonna go and turn all this off. And what I want to do is I'm gonna use PHP Storm. You can use Visual Studio if you want. It's up to you. I already showed you how to use both, right? So you guys are good. Okay, so now to go ahead and see Laravel in the browser, to start playing around with it, it's super simple. All we have to do is, we are in this example folder. We're gonna get out of there. We're gonna open that new blog. I'm gonna say open, and I wanna use, it's in the desktop. I wanna go to the code, and then I want to go to that new blog folder. Okay, and I'm gonna say in this window. Okay, this is going to take a little bit more power from your computer, so make sure you have a decent computer. I know some of you are doing this from like a virtual environment. Make sure your virtual computer has enough. I'm gonna click Fit here and configure automatically. Okay, my PHP Storm is taking a long time, and I'm not gonna sit down here and wait 10 minutes. I'm just gonna use Visual Studio. And the reason why mine's taking so long, it's because I have a virtual computer that I'm using with you guys. Let me show you. You can see this is my Mac. I'm using a virtual computer. I only got 2 gigs of memory in Windows, so that takes a little bit more time. I'm gonna use Visual Studio here. And I'm not going to edit this video. I want to show you so that way you have a pretty good idea if you're running into issues with PHP Storm because it's too strong for your machine. Okay, I'm gonna open a folder and I'm gonna go inside here and open new blog, select folder. Okay, I'm gonna go to the terminal right here, the little blue line, you hit it, and then the terminal. Now here, to play around with Laravel, all I have to do is do PHP artisan serve, serve, PHP artisan serve, and then enter. Okay, and as you can see now, there is some type of link. It says Laravel development server started, and it gives me this. I click the follow link right here. I click it, and it tells me, hey, we want to open it with whatever web browser here. I want to open it with Chrome. Yes, I do. Just gonna open it up, and voila, now we have Laravel working. How cool is that? So this is our application already working in a port. Okay, very simple, very, very simple. Now this is using the built-in PHP server, by the way. Okay, PHP has a built-in server that you can use, very simple, and that's what Laravel is using here. It's like a little wrapper. That serve command, it's a wrapper with the PHP built-in server. Okay, so now we have Laravel installed. It's working 100%. You got the server here working. If I do Control-C, it's gonna turn that off. And if I go here and refresh, the server is off. Come back here, clear, enter, and if I do PHP artisan or the same command again, I can turn that server on again. Refresh. Voila. Okay, beautiful. So now you can start the course, you can play a little bit with it, and I'll see you on the next lectures. Take care.